What's going on, guys? It's Destiny Rogers. Welcome to my mind massage. So today, I wanted to talk about my new song, What I Like. I brought objects. This is my skateboard. I love skateboarding. Skateboarding is one of my favorite things to do ever. Very satisfying. I also like the sound of this. Skateboarding was my first passion, and I wanted to go pro at one point in my life. But music hit different, and I knew music was the one that I wanted to take full speed. I still love both, and I still do both. One of them I could do professionally, which is music, and then skateboarding is just another outlet. If I wanted to take a break from work and just forget about the stress and working or whatever, I could just hit the park with some friends and just go hit the slopes. In my song, What I Like, I say, you see the fire, I want the smoke. Fire. Another thing that I like, that I just picked up last year when I turned 21, is gambling. I went to my first casino actually when I was 18 and I was in Mexico with my mom. And I didn't have that much fun. And then when I turned 21, my mom and all of my aunts, they all took me to some casinos in Tahoe and Reno. Boy, did I have a blast. Queen of Hearts. Just like me. Just kidding. Don't put that in. These are my workout gloves that I use all the time when I do push-ups or pull-ups, whatever. They don't give you blisters or calluses on your fingers or whatever. Having a trainer just, I feel like, makes workout so much easier because you have someone there to push you and like get you in the gym, you know, to work out. I think that's what I've needed my whole life, because I would always just like push off working out, because if it was up to me, I'm gonna sleep in all morning. But my trainer gets me in the gym every day. You want to keep pushing yourself and challenging yourself. This is my number one item that I use every day. Moon sand is so soothing. Last year during quarantine, I ended up just buying a lot of Play-Doh and moon sand, and every day I would play with it, and just feels good on your fingers when you're playing with it. So I feel like this is going to be aesthetically pleasing to your ear and your vision. It comes in a plastic bag. Yay. Sprinkle it around. Let me get a little more. It looks like little things. This is so satisfying. I'm making a mess. Supposedly nowadays, pop rocks are hard to find. But pop crystals is the way to go. You can find these anywhere. Pop rocks take me back to when I was a kid, because they were 50 cents at our neighborhood ice cream truck, and I would beg my friends to give me 50 cents just so I can get a pack of Pop Rocks. nothing. It tastes like a Jolly Rancher. Damn. They do have some pop and power, alright. Okay. My honest rate for the green apple. Can't talk while this is popping in my mouth. My honest rate for the green apple would probably be a 5. We're gonna try the watermelon. This one has more power. They're not really that good, but I'm hoping cotton candy can just be the end game. Hold on. I literally see fumes coming out of my mouth, like a dragon. All right. Alright, that's enough. That was bad. Watermelon is my favorite. Green apple, then cotton candy. Damn it. I thought the cotton candy was gonna be good. So these are sardines. And I really hate fish, honestly. Because I just don't like the way it smells. So I'm just gonna crack this open for you and hope for the best. Let me roll my sleeves up. Here they are. What the fuck? It already stinks. It smells like my cat's food. Okay. It really smells, so I'm gonna try to go fast. But look at this cute little spoon that I'm gonna use to touch them with. Ooh, you can see the freaking tail. Oh my gosh.
Are you gonna eat it?
No. Girl, you gonna come eat. Oh. There's a fish on the table. I just can't do it. Hello, my name is Jessie Reyez and welcome to my mind massage. Today I'm gonna take you through a sound journey using some of my favorite things. This is suja green juice. Cut the check because your girl loves these juices, okay? Not the apple one though, because if something's healthy, I want it to taste healthy. I don't want to taste no fucking sugar.
in it. It's not because I'm allergic, I just don't like them, but they definitely asked me if I was allergic, and I may or may not have said yes, because sometimes people don't give a shit when you tell them your preference, but if you tell them you're allergic, nobody wants to kill anybody, so they're like, okay, and then they don't bring it. I don't want to drink it from the cup though, so I'm drinking it from the bottle. Listen. I have trauma with straws. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth taken out and they were like, you have to drink with straws, but you gotta be careful because if you suck too hard, you'll rip the stitches out and suck the inside of the hole of the tooth. Which is crazy that I remember that. Shout out trauma. Woo! Let's talk about things that I like to eat. First one up, berries. I like berries because the sky's blue. Like, damn, they're just lit. I like berries. I like strawberries. And strawberries like me. You know what I love that I can't do? And mostly, like, usually moms and dads can do this shit, but I can't. But I see Latinos do this shit all the time when they cut like this. You know? What the hell? How is that physically possible? When I do this, I like see my thumb's life flash before its eyes because I feel like it's about to be a murder scene. So we're not gonna do that. It tastes a little dusty, but it's alright because antibodies make you stronger. So, bring on the third. I hate hearing people chew, which is ironic if you're watching this because it must mean you love it. Weirdo. Yeah, it irks me, especially when people chew bananas. That's like the top tier, like, get about 6 meters away from me immediately because I can't deal with it. I don't even like hearing myself chew it. Like, you know, it's weird. I don't like it. So, good for you though. Another fruit that I enjoy eating is pineapple, which is a little difficult to cut, so we're going to have a conversation while I cut it. You know how you tell if a pineapple is ripe? If you're able to pull the top leaf off easily. Now you know. Can you tell I'm not very domestic? Uber Eats. You know, it's funny, you guys see those TikTok videos where someone does it to the camera. Obviously we can't do it because I'm not going to get up and go to the frame and scratch it, but my album came out September 16th, and the inspiration for my album, Jessie, is life, which I guess doesn't really stem that far away from every other piece I've ever made because I've always just talked about my life. However, I don't think I've ever been so focused on like healing and self-growth and betterment. Obviously not better at cutting fruits, but other ways. So it's definitely got a different energy. I may have loved myself a little too close to the sun because I've definitely let other things that I thought were important to me kind of fall by the wayside, and relationships with other people and partnership and even like love with others. It's just interesting because life is all about balance, you know. I'm all for loving yourself, but you also have to remember that if you love people, you also have to just find that balance of making sure your cup is full, but then pouring into others as well, you know? So, Jessie, a vibe. My favorite song on my album, that's impossible to answer because it switches all the time. Like, for example, there's one song los caminos de la vida no son como yo pensaba, como los imaginaba, no son como yo. I sound like shit when I'm whisper singing. But anyways, it's really dope, and so we were able to sample it, and it translates to the walks of life are not what I expected. They're not what I anticipated. And they're not what I thought they'd be. They're very hard to walk. They're very hard to go through. And I can't find my way out. I was translating in my head as I went because it's hard to, think in Spanish and speak in English. But it encompasses it. And then there's one song on the album that I'm super excited about too. That's called Emotional Detachment Demo. It actually it really sums up the curve of like heartbreak and then healing, because it starts with a story about seeing old love and how much it hurts and how much you wish you could still be friends after falling out, and ego and pain and tears and all that bullshit. But one day in Toronto at my house, I was just freestyling and I put this shit on TikTok and it came out and it was like this song called Quiet. How ironic. The song was called Quiet, and it went like, I'm sure that I'm the villain in somebody else's story, but this ain't their song now, is it? And I'm sure that someone out there thinks that I should say I'm sorry, but what they think really ain't my business. And I miss the old me, who never gave a shit. They say ignorance is bliss, and now I get it. The years they gave me wisdom, but they gave me headaches too. But now, I know better than to argue with the fool. So I stay quiet. I stay quiet. That was a TikTok song. And everybody loved it. And I didn't want emotional detachment to just have the arc of pain, especially when I feel like I've grown. So I was like, I'm gonna make this a moment. So they're together. And emotional detachment is one of my favorites. I remember the first time I let my mom try this shit. We were in, I don't know where we were. We were on tour. I think we were somewhere in Europe. And I was like, Ma, and she never tried it. And my photographer Phil's like, I started filming and my mom was like, we didn't tell her what was gonna happen. So when it started happening, she was like, and everybody started dying. It was lit. It was funny. If you close your eyes, look, if you close your eyes, watch how imagination is so powerful. Close your eyes. It's raining. Close your eyes. Bacon is frying. Isn't that cool? My dad used to say you have to be careful when you're eating this because if you chew it and it gets stuck in your molar, it'll blow your tooth up. Can you hear the smoke? I guess I used to play with wax all the time when I was a kid. I used to play with fire a lot. My mom thought I was gonna be a feel like I need to explode. But when I'm sad, I do. And when I'm sad, it's like nature. Like you don't ever eat something bad and be like, think of throwing up. You eat something bad and your body's like, I need to throw up. Your body's telling you. And it's the same with music. So I don't really have to create that. However, when I'm in a good headspace and I'm like, I want to relax, I'll get like a candle and I'll get some lavender and some peppermint, put a couple drops in the bath and burn some sage and burn some palo santo, get some Eckhart Tolle and read my life away. If you ever need to relax, it really helps to have a self-love ritual, especially if you can do it every day, because I know when shit is rough, it's not easy to do it, but discipline is developed by doing the shit you don't want to do anyway. So take care of yourself. I couldn't have an ASMR without wings because you guys loved it on Twitch. So here it is again. I usually ask for these on my rider, especially when I'm on tour. I'm going on tour again very soon and they're gonna be on the rider. It's usually chicken wings and like hot and honey garlic, like with hot sauce and hot some honey mixed together is fire, with some blue cheese and then a bottle of Jameson and some vegetables and some green juice because polarities are just where I live. Okay, you ready? Gracias a Dios. Ready? Okay, great. Oh my gosh. Why do I prefer flats instead of drums? I prefer the meat to sauce ratio is perfection on a flat. On a drum, it's just not. Y'all got me all flats. I just took this in. I didn't realize. Hey. It's because I said I was allergic to drumsticks. Yeah, the ratio for sauce to like wing is just perfect, and it's whack on a drumstick because there's more meat than there is sauce. Circumference, I don't know. I think people, you know what, like anybody who saw me do this on my Twitch, I kind of sound like Romeo Santos right now, you know, this is what he thought like. I love him, by the way. I fucking love him so much, he's so sick. Hard New York guys didn't me talking like that. I love it so much. This is also what my friend Phil sounded like because when I was on tour, Phil is usually on stage with me. And he was filming and this is on camera, right? He's filming and he's walking backwards and all of a sudden the camera goes and this poor guy damn near like just broke his whole body. No breakage, but like bruised everything. And then later that night and then later that night his body just started getting more stiff and me and my other boy Cello were like trying to help him and like and we had to like cover his body in turmeric and like he had no insurance. We're just trying all our homemade remedies, you know, wrapping shit up, giving him ice. But it was just funny because then you know how you have like sayings that encapsulate a memory. We just would always crack jokes. We'd be like, oh, Phil's coming, and he'd be like, turmeric, the turmeric. It was just a staple for that memory. I think people really like seeing me eat these because I eat them the correct way. People eat wings and they finish like this. And they leave all the meat on. What the fuck is that? That's not how you're supposed to eat it. The bone is edible. And people look at me when I do this shit and they look at me like I'm a cannibal, but I'm not.
Hi, I'm Lauren Jauregui. And this is my mind massage. I have a project out. It's called Prelude. It's like 7 songs. You'll get through it so fast. Go listen to it like now. We lost one. So, the reason that we've chosen these false, fake autumn leaves is because one of the songs on the project, it's called Scattered, and the opening line is, "Leaves upon the wind when seasons must begin to change again." It's a very introspective song. It's about your feelings, you know. In the chorus, I talk about, like, I think I might need some help. I don't feel like myself. It's very just social commentary from my own brain about feeling scattered, like the leaves upon the wind. I love a good nail tap on the glass. This packaging open. So satisfying. That was an assault on your ears. I'm sorry. Nice and slow for you. I love bubblegum. Do you guys feel an affinity towards any particular color of bubblegum? Please answer below. I like the blue one and the red one, even though they definitely taste the same. But the thing about these small ones is, like, you've got to have a lot of them in your mouth in order to do it. They do each have a little flavor of their own. I was wrong. Let's see if I can still blow a bubble with them. It's giving hard. It sounded like a small fart. I give up. Fuck it. It's too hard. I'm sorry. Why can't I blow bubbles anymore? I'm upset. Anyway, so the correlation that I found is that the music is sticky, right? So, like, if you listen to my songs, they will stick in your mind. You know, when gum falls into your hair, like that, but in your brain.
I like that. I like that a lot. Because I don't sip my tea with noise. Let's see what's up. There's a reveal. Look at that. It's beauty. That's the sound you're gonna get from the bacon. This does not pass my crunchy test. That crunch you hear is actually my jaw, not the bacon. I just want to be very clear. But I am gonna eat it all. See, the back half of this one was giving crunch. I think of all the ways that bacon adds to a dish. My favorite. A bacon wrapped date. Strawberries. I love a good glass tap. Alright, so we've got that. And we also have bananas. Again, this has no true relevance to my music creation process other than I like smoothies and I like fruit. Platters of fruit in my studio sessions always, please. So I'm gonna pull them all apart, these bananas. I love them. So a good banana is like just ripened, right? So this guy, if you look on the outside, it's like mostly yellow, and then there's a slight like brownness to like the corners. Those are to me the best times, because when they get too spoiled, I get spoiled and I don't like to eat it. But when they do get like that, I like to freeze them and then just like use them in other things. So like in a smoothie, you're not gonna tell that the banana's bruised in a smoothie. That shit's beat up by the end of the smoothie, you know. And then I like to go and use bananas, like make like a frozen banana custard type thing, because then you can eat it. I like to use it as like a frozen yogurt type base. I probably have strawberry in my teeth. Alright. Enough watching me eat shit.
Hi, I'm Joyce Wrice. Welcome to my mind massage. I am going to take you through a sound journey using some of my favorite things. These are one of my favorite snacks. They are squid snacks. Japanese squid snack called tsurume. It's the piri piri kind where it's spicy. Let's have a bite.
so delicious. The best snack. It's a protein, healthy snack. I would recommend it. I eat these snacks pretty often because I love savory textured snacks. But I try to be on the healthy side with my snacks. And this is pretty healthy. There's not too much sodium. It's just the perfect amount. I started eating these snacks since I was little. My mother is Japanese, and she tends to like a lot of savory snacks. In Japanese, we call those type of people shibui. Iced tea. It's a little watered down, don't worry. Iced tea. Iced tea. Shout out to Joyce Wrice and Janata. We have a song together called Iced Tea. Go check out the music video. I wrote it with Matt Keane, and it's just an ode to women, and I made it for us to feel good about ourselves, to feel empowered. Which color do I want? Green tea. The music video for Iced Tea is a play off of Kill Bill, Lady Snowblood, Aaliyah's Try Again, and Toni Braxton's He Wasn't Man Enough. I love the early 2000s and 90s music, and I always wanted to do more of a narrative-based music video. So that's where you see the acting, and also I wanted to incorporate both my Black and Japanese heritage. I have been dancing since I was pretty much out of my mom's womb. I started in junior high school. I tagged along with some friends to an audition for Future Shock San Diego, which is a part of the Culture Shock dance troupe. And without any intentions of making the team, I ended up making it. So I've been dancing for many years now, and it's helped me understand more of how I want to express myself creatively. I'm so happy that I can incorporate it in my performances. Choreography means everything to me. I grew up loving Janet Jackson and Britney Spears, Beyonce. I can't wait for y'all to catch more choreography in these live shows. These are my prayer beads. I practice Nichiren Buddhism. We practice chanting morning and night every day. So you put your beads together like this, and you chant with them like this in front of your altar. We chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, which means devoting one's life to the mystic law of cause and effect through sound. So it sounds like this. Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. We also have a really cool bell that you ring, and we chant to call upon the highest state of life, which is Buddhahood, which means you are obtaining lots of wisdom, compassion, and courage, as well as a sense of empowerment. This is my voice entertainer spray, and you can spray it in your throat or even your nostrils. nostrils like this. I missed it. Like that. What's in here? Ta-da! These are my voice straws. It helps you from straining your vocal cords so you can practice like this. You can do that multiple times a day, and over time that will help your voice from cracking. As an artist, I hope that people will know me for my vocal abilities, my music, and the feeling that it gives you, which I hope is an uplifting one, as well as feeling seen and represented. I really try my best to make music.
My name is Rebecca Black. Welcome to my mind massage. I am going to take you through a sound journey using some of my favorite things. First up, one of my least favorite snacks in the whole world, but I forgot how delicate you have to be when you're here at my massage. Oh no, this is gonna be intense. Since I saw you last, I released a song, and a whole album actually, but the lead single was a song called Crumbs. So I thought, what better than to include the crummiest thing of all, a Nature Valley bar. Exactly. Not very delicious. It kind of tastes like sand and cardboard. But I guess I am hungry, so I will do. So I wrote Crumbs during the process of writing my debut album, Let Her Burn. I wanted to really explore sensuality and sexuality in the process of making this album, being that I'm 25. I like to get sexy. And I had this idea of like, what is sexier in sometimes other than like pure, like desperate, like attraction to somebody, when you literally feel like there's about nothing that you wouldn't do just in order to be with them. Even if it was like rolling around on the floor. I got my start in the industry a bit unexpectedly. Many people might know the story, especially if you're here. Maybe not, actually. I won't be. I don't know.
know who you are if you're watching this. But I went viral when I was 13 with a song called Friday, unexpectedly. And yeah, you can look at the whole story online somewhere else. I don't need to take you through it. But being a 13-year-old at the time that it happened, I had a lot of growing to do. Naturally. And I decided to continue pursuing music. And now, 12 years later, we're here. Next up. Visuals are very important to me. I wanted to create something equally as out of this world for Crumbs. So I played a very erotic doctor who operated on myself in the video. So as you can imagine, I'm quite familiar with medical supplies. Oh. This is for you, not me. Next up, we have some honey lozenges. There's nothing worse than an unsatisfying tear. I'm sorry about that. Another song that I recently released as part of my album is a song called Sick to My Stomach. The song is one of my favorite songs on the album because it's just frankly true. Unfortunately, as easy it is to write about the misdoings of other people in our lives, I think it's important to acknowledge your own. And sick to my stomach, as much as it's about the other person, it's about my own inability to move on. And how that's affected so much of my relationships. The video for Sick to My Stomach was definitely a different experience for me. It was important for me to introduce choreography as a part of this current era. And I really wanted to reintroduce that piece of myself into my music. And Sick to My Stomach was the perfect song to do it. A lot of the times as I'm making music, I'll think about what the visuals naturally look like in my head. And normally, as with Crumbs and other videos of mine, The last time I was here, I mentioned that I was writing, or in the process of writing, my album. Which, if you don't know by now, is called Letter Burn. I really wanted to capture the fact within the title that this album isn't just about burning, people in my life and other people who maybe some of these songs are about to the ground because maybe they don't serve me anymore, or those are previous versions of myself even. But it's also about letting the recognition and the realization of who you are once you become more familiar with yourself, letting that burn brightly and letting that exist. Oh. Last but not least, I thought it'd only be appropriate to celebrate the release of this album that I've been talking to you about for the last few minutes with one of my favorites. Champagne. To the people of Fuse, I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. But you were the one who invited me here, so. Cheers. That was worth the anxiety. If I had to give any advice on loving yourself, is that the only person truly that can really ask you to be perfect, and the only voice that I guess we give any, or should give any real clarity to, is our own. Even that voice, though, that means nothing. There's no point to being perfect as human. It makes no sense with the concept. We are as we are. We will continue to do as we do. And I've never regretted being more kind to myself. So when in doubt, turning that direction, or at least trying to, always puts me in a better place. Forgiveness is kind of everything to ourselves